She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me.
Oh, I don't have the air on because you will be able to hear it in the video, and I'm getting hot up in here. Okay. Do you ever just feel yourself? I think I'm feeling myself right now. This look is like slay. Okay, I'm done. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, if you didn't know. Thanks for stopping by. Obviously, something's different about me. My hair is straight today. Yesterday, I went and got my hair done finally, and I got my roots touched up. They were getting a little ashy, so now I'm happy to be back to normal, and she straightened my hair, so I just left it for today, and I'm really liking it. I don't really straighten my hair often. I'd say once or twice a month because way back in the day, I used to have really damaged hair. I used to fry it. I used to dye it. My best friend still makes fun of me. I had bleach blonde hair and it was like right to here. So when I got to college, I stopped really damaging my hair. So now I usually leave it natural and curly, but sometimes I like to have it straight and I like the way it looks. Today's video is going to be a first impressions. Obviously I love these types of videos because I've done a few other ones. I'm just going to show y'all some things that I got from Ulta. I picked up that I had never tried before. There's some high-end things and there's some drugstore things. I don't have a full face, but I just wanted to share the few products that I got with y'all. So if you'd like to see what I got and see the look I create, then please keep on watching. So I got my Starbucks, and it's a little melted now. It took me a while to set up all this crap. So I've scooted in for y'all so y'all can see closer. So it kind of looks like I'm naked, but I'm not. I still have that same shirt on over here. So the first thing I'm gonna try out is a lip scrub. My lips have been so like just crusty lately and they don't look good. So this is the Fiz and Bubble lip scrub. I think it's a new brand at Ulta, or I haven't seen it. They had a whole section. This is a lip scrub in Rainbow Sherbet. On the Ulta website, it has a pretty good rating. It has a 4.4 rating on Ulta's website out of 49 reviews. So I think it's gonna be pretty good. I got the flavor or the scent, Rainbow Sherbet. And this retails for $6. That's just what it looks like inside of there. I'm gonna put some on my lips. I'm getting it everywhere. So I would say it's okay. I like my scrubs to be a little more moisturizing. It is a little rough, but I think it did get the dead skin off and it tastes good. I didn't try to eat it. I wouldn't recommend eating it, but it does taste like Rainbow Sherbet. And yeah, I got the dead skin off. So I would definitely recommend this little lip scrub. I'm gonna keep trying it out and see how it works. The next thing that I'm gonna try out is this Aquaphor lip protectant with sunscreen. It says it repairs and protects for severely dry lips. Like I said, I have dry lips and I've seen Aquaphor all over the internet. I picked mine actually up at Big Lots for $4. So let's see. It was really smooth, so we're just gonna let that sit on there while I do my makeup, and then at the end, I usually do my lips last. So I'll take this off and see if it works. So now my lips are feeling really good. A little red from all that treatment, but they're really smooth right now. I hope that helps out with the lipstick or the liquid lipstick that I put on later. So I don't have a new eyebrow product to try out, so I'm just gonna use my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I've been using this in my last video, and I've been going for a more natural eyebrow lately, so that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. Okay, so my brows are done now, and I went in and filled them in a little bit with some Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I didn't use a super bright color to touch it up because, like I said, I want to do a more natural, soft brow. So they aren't, you know, twins, but they're sisters. My brows never grow the same on each side, so I kind of like how they look. Next, I'm gonna go in with some Smashbox primer water. I've used this already. And then I'm gonna go in with the Origins Original Skin Matte Moisturizer that I used in my last video and just moisturize my face. It's feeling a little dry, even though I have oily skin. The next new product I'm gonna try out is from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. It retails for $4.99. I think it's supposed to mattify and fill in the pores. You get 0.8 fluid ounces. Refines pores, fills fine lines, brightens complexion, evens skin tone. So it comes out white. It's a little, it feels like lotion, so hopefully it like dries down. It doesn't feel as pore filling as my Smashbox one. So we'll see how it works out. Next step is to fill in some of my dark areas with a salmon color corrector. This is not new. I used this in my last video. This is from NYX. I'm just going to put it under the eyes. And then I'm going to lightly blend that out with a stippling brush. Now I have a couple different foundations samples to try out. I have the Bareminerals Bare Pro 24-hour Wear 30 shades. I have the Nars Velvet Matte Foundation Stick. And then I have the Stila Stay All Day Foundation and Concealer. I'm not sure which one I want to try. So I think I'm going to go in with the Bareminerals foundation. I do have oily skin, so I'm interested to see how this is going to look. So it's looking on the light side of coverage right now. So I'm gonna say that it looks a little, this color looks a little too light for me, and it's not giving me the coverage that I want. It's not full coverage. You can still see my skin coming through. So I don't think this Bareminerals Bare Pro foundation is for me. And it has the SPF in it, and I can almost like tell. Like I can almost see that it's, I don't know if y'all can see, but I can see that it's like white. Like there's a white cast on it. Like it's gonna be splotchy. I went in with the Nars Matte Velvet Foundation Stick sample that I had in Syracuse. It's a medium/dark 1. I went in with that with a beauty blender, and I just like sprayed on my beauty blender to get it moist, because this foundation is a little stiffer because it's supposed to be in a stick form. Nars one just looks so good. It completely just mattified and smoothed out my skin tone. It covered everything, all my imperfections. I would say if you have dry skin, you're not gonna like this Velvet Matte Stick Foundation, which makes sense because it says matte, and usually stick form foundations are a little more drying. Next, I'm going to move on to eyes. I'm just gonna prime my eyes with the Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base. And then I'm gonna set that with just a cream shade that I have. I'm gonna be trying out this new Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette in Comfort Zone. Absolutely love it. I love the other one that I tried out, Not a Basic Peach. The first transition shade in this palette is a little dark for me, so I'm gonna go in with a different one first. I'm gonna use the Jaclyn Hill palette, one of my favorites. I'm gonna take this shade right here and then just put it all over the eye. And I love this new fluffy brush that I got. This is from Morphe. It's the M504. And I'm just gonna swatch a few shades in this palette. I see 2 matte shades and then 8 kind of shine shimmer shades. So that's just what it looks like. Then I'm gonna swatch the top row, because that was the first swatches were the bottom row. So that's the top row. The cream shade at the top is a little powdery, but these 3 are gorgeous down here. They're just kind of like sheen shades. So I'm gonna go in with the more brown transition shade on this side. And I'm just gonna sweep this kind of above the lid. So this shade is fairly pigmented and it comes off easily on your eyes. I'm gonna take the other transition shade in the palette, the more berry one, and I'm gonna try to put that above the eyelid too, and maybe on the outer corner. We'll see. So this next transition shade is gorgeous. It's doing just as well as the first one. And the brush I'm using for this second transition color is a new one I got from Morphe. It's the E27. It is kind of fluffy too, but it's a little more precise. It doesn't sweep it all over the lid, but it's really easy to work with small eyes. This is the other side. For some reason, I'm always more messy on this outside part of my eye on the left. I don't know why. It's like I can get this one perfect, but this one I'm always messy, but I'll just go back in and clean it up with concealer when we're ready. So I'm liking how it's looking now. I'm gonna take the M504 again and go back into this brown transition shade and then just go over that. This is what the eyes look like so far. I really like it. For the lid color, I really want to use this blue shade in the palette. This one that I said was kind of bluish brown. Well, if I could show y'all right here. I just really want to play with that shade. I'm gonna see if I'll put it all over the lid or what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna go in with my finger at first with this blue shade and put it on my lid, and we're gonna see how it works out. It's Not looking too gray right now, but it swatches good on my finger. Let me try to use a brush. I take this little crown brush and go in the palette and see if it applies better with a brush. Use my Smashbox primer water. Let's try it again. Okay, so that made it a little bit better. Okay, so that's what it looks like with Smashbox primer water. I'm not really feeling it. I'm kind of disappointed. Let me see if I can go in and blend this out. And there is some fallout on my cheek of that blue eyeshadow. I'm gonna go back in again with some more blue. See if I can build it up some more. Okay, so here's that eye. It did end up paying off. I just really had to go in there and like dig really hard in the palette to get this blue where I wanted it. But it did work. I'm gonna say that it's okay. Go in with this brown color right here. I'm gonna put that on my outer crease, my outer V, just to deepen it up some. And then I'm gonna drag the rest and blend it out. This is what it looks like right now. You can really go in and build up that blue color and to get it to where you want it to be. So if you don't mind, you know, using a Fix Plus or like my Smashbox primer water and just layering it on, blending it out, layering it on and blending it out, you can get it to the way you want it to look. So then I'm just gonna take my fluffy brush again, go back in with the transition shade over here and just blend over that eye. We can soften up the top. And I go in with the berry shade, with this brush, and go over that. That's one eye done. This is what we've got so far with the eyes. I'm absolutely loving it. So we're gonna come back to the eyes and I'm gonna move on to concealer. Okay, I got two concealers while I was at Ulta. One is high-end and one is from the drugstore. The first concealer that I got was the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is fairly new. I got this from Ulta. And then the other one that I got is the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. So the BH concealer right here is $5 from Ulta and the Nars one is $30. So there is a significant price difference. The color in the Nars one I got is called Canal. I don't know how to say that word. So it comes in a little pot, and the BH one is in a little squeezy tube. Well, I tried out my Nars shade, so I know this is my shade, but I guess my BH shade. So I'm gonna see what it looks like on the skin. It kind of has a lip gloss applicator. So a lot comes out at once. Be careful because you will waste a lot. But it has a nice consistency. And then with the Nars one, it's in a pot. So you will have to kind of get it out. If you have nails, it's gonna be a little bit harder. And this is the Nars one. It has more of a moussey consistency. So one is really yellow and one is more peach. I'm gonna go in with the Nars one first because I have been wanting to try this out. I'm gonna have to use a paddle brush because I have nails. Just using a Wet n Wild brush, we'll see how this goes. So it's going on pretty smooth. I'm using it to clean up that eyeshadow. It has like a velvety consistency, just like the Nars foundation I tried out. I wanna see how the Nars is gonna do on its own. So I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender and blend it out first. So that just completely blended out, absolutely flawless. I think I'm gonna try the BH one on the center of my face. So we're gonna put it on the forehead, nose, and we're gonna put it on the chin. Oh, it's definitely full coverage. So the BH one blended out just as well as the Nars one. And the BH one, it was $5 and Nars was $30. And I think they work just as good as each other. I think the BH one is more highlighting, like more brightening. So I'm gonna put a little bit under my eye. I really like both of these concealers. I'm gonna say that they're equally good. The BH one is more highlighting, the Nars is more coverage and correcting. But I think together, this is gonna be like my new go-to favorite concealer combination. My under eye just looks so flawless right now. I really recommend this BH one. since Tarte is really messing up in the game right now. The next thing I'm gonna do is contour. I've been looking for a really good contour, a cream contour, and I picked up this Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation and the shade Fawn, and this was recommended to contour with. This is what the stick looks like. It looks like a larger like lipstick. I think it looks really nice. It's just black and gold. This retails for $25, so it is a little higher, but I'm gonna use it to contour today. So I'm just gonna put it the places where I would contour. And I'm only gonna use a little bit at first in case it's full coverage. Look how easily that blends. Okay, so I like the way my nose looks. Let's blend out everywhere else. God, these little hairs right here are getting on my nerves. Okay, so far it's blending really easily. I'm just using a little stippling brush. I think it's just, yeah, it's an e.l.f. stippling brush. And I'm blending it back into my hairline, and it's blending out really well. So I really like how this contour stick worked out. It's definitely a contour shade because it's more in the ashy tone. It's not going to be to bronze, but I definitely think it made my contour look great, and I'm loving it. Now I just need to set my contour and highlight areas, and I don't have any new powder products to set, so I'm just going to set it with things I already have. First, I'm going to go in over my concealer and make sure that I don't have any lines. And now I'm going to set it with my Makeup Revolution banana powder. I used this in my last video. I'm obsessed with this. I'm going to set my eyes, or under my eyes. Now this powder is super messy just because of the way it's packaged. And I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild contour palette. I'm going to go in with the dark side, and I'm going to set that contour. Wow, this looks so good. So I'm just gonna set the edges lightly. I'm gonna go in with my NYX matte bronzer. We're gonna bronze up the face because it's looking a little ashy. Gonna dust away that bake powder. And then blend it into the skin. I'm just gonna go over my nose contour. Then I'm gonna go in and clean up my contour. I'm gonna use that same sponge and the same banana powder. Actually, I'm gonna use the Eco Tool sponge because it has the sharp side, and I'm gonna use the same banana powder. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna dip that flat side into the banana powder. I'm getting this powder everywhere, like I said. Okay, we're gonna let that bake sit, and then, oh my God, this stuff's everywhere. Now I'm gonna move on to blush. I don't have a new blush to talk about, but like always, I'm gonna use this Tarte palette. Love it. Gonna go in with my favorite 3 shades. Just add some blush. Gonna blend away the bake now, and then blend it into the face. So that was all the new products I had to show y'all. I'm just gonna go in and finish up the rest of my face, and I'm just gonna show y'all anyways. Take this flat angled brush. I'm gonna set that eyeliner so that it doesn't move with this shade in the palette right here. You just kind of want to stamp that in there. Now we've got our eyeliner set, and I just like to set it with an eyeshadow to make sure that it doesn't smudge or doesn't come off the waterline. And I'm just gonna take this little brush from Morphe, it's the E36. I'm gonna go in with this brown transition shade right here. Just buff out the lower lash line. I'm gonna try to go in with this felt tip eyeliner on the top of my lashes. It's from L'Oreal, it's Infallible Paints. And just make a little eyeliner at the top. Now I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, my favorite mascara. And we're gonna coat the lashes. Let that one dry a little bit. Y'all know me, I don't wear falsies. I just coat on layers and layers of mascara. Okay, let's do another coat with Too Faced, just lightly. Then we're gonna go in with the IT Cosmetics Supreme and do our lower lash line. I got a little mascara there, but I will clean it up later. Love it. This look is slaying. Now I'm gonna highlight. I'm probably gonna get out of control with it. So I'm gonna go in with my favorite highlighters. Yes, I said highlighters with an S right now. First, I'm gonna take a little of Master Chrome by Maybelline. That's just what it looks like on my Morphe M510. And we're just gonna lightly start to build the highlight. And I'm really just putting like a really light layer of this one because we're gonna use several highlighters. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Becca Champagne Pop, go it around. And some kickoff does come off of this one. And we're gonna go over that highlight. And then I'm gonna go into the Sleek palette and go over the highlight one more time because I'm extra. And then I'm gonna spray some Smashbox primer water on it lightly and try to get some of the cake off of my highlight. I'm gonna go back into the Champagne Pop again because I'm extra. There we go. Now we are highlighting. And honestly, Champagne Pop never fails. Could I put any more on? So now we have so much highlight on, NASA can see us. I'm just gonna put some highlight on my inner corner because I have not done that yet. The inner corner highlight just makes it look so much better. So my lips do feel pretty hydrated from that Aquaphor. So I'm gonna go in with my favorite lip combination right now. It's not new, I tried it out either last video or the video before. This is the Makeup Revolution lip liner in Noble. So I'm just gonna line my lips. And then we're gonna go over it with the matching liquid lip in Noble. I forgot about my Starbucks and it melted. I mean, I feel like being ratchet and putting my own ice cubes back in this. So then I'm just gonna go over it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick and Stripped to lighten it up some. And a lot comes off on this brush, so I kind of just try to like scrape it off because a lot of product comes out at once. So that's only negative, it can be a little messy. So then I'm just gonna let that dry because it's gonna be a little sticky until it dries down. So this is the look that we have. I'm just gonna set this look with the Urban Decay De-Slick, my favorite setting spray because I have oily skin. This is what the final looks like, This is what the final look looks like with the setting spray. I love it. You can't tell me nothing. So I'm gonna go fix my hair and I'll be right back. So guys, this is the final look. I just wanted to fix my hair because I had a couple creases in it. But I have to say that I'm absolutely obsessed. Like, this is just so gorgeous. I hate to boost myself, but I look good. I mean, the makeup impressed me. I look so different with my hair, like when the roots are touched up and it's completely black and it's straight and long. Funny story, actually, the Walmart greeter that checked your receipt when I was going out thought I spoke Spanish fluently, and she just had like a whole conversation with me. Living in Texas for so long, I was able to like kind of understand her. You catch on to words and phrases, and I was able to respond to her, but it was so funny. She was like, I think pretty much she said, she was like, slow down, you're going too fast, you need to check your receipt. And then she was like, your baby is so handsome. And then she told me have a good night. It's just funny because I don't have a baby. It was my nephew right there. Look at him. Oh, he's so precious. That she saw on my phone. But she was like, you know, he's very handsome. And I just told her, thank you, have a good night. So let me focus on what this video was about. Overall, I liked most of the products that I tried out. I love the Wet n Wild palette after I built up that blue shadow with some primer water. Then the BH Cosmetics concealer that was it was $5 at Ulta, and then the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer at Ulta as well. I highly recommend both of these. These definitely impressed me. I think my under eyes look so flawless right now. I would definitely recommend the Aquaphor. Nothing has hydrated my lips like this. It stayed on most of the filming, and I've been filming for a long time. So I would highly recommend this for a moisturizer for your lips. I'm gonna have to try out the lip scrub, the Rainbow Sherbet lip scrub some more. I love the Anastasia foundation stick, but it was in the contouring shade Fawn. I, however, did not like the Bareminerals Bare Pro 24-hour wear foundation. I'm glad I only got a sample because if I had gotten this big size, then I would have been highly upset. Do not like it. Just didn't have enough coverage for me. I could see my skin. However, I would recommend the Nars Velvet Matte Foundation Stick. Like I said, I just had a little sample. And in the shade, Which shade did I like? The shade Syracuse. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know some of your favorite new products down below. Don't forget to like this video if you did and subscribe to my channel. I love making videos, and comment down below some of the new products that you like trying out. I always am trying out new things, obviously, because I keep doing first impressions. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.